So guys, back again. So I'm just about to put something in the bin. Yeah, so I just finished eating at the Good Burger. Ironic because it was actually a really nice burger. So it says it's not selling you a dream, it is actually what it is. So I'm just walking around again back at the cathedral right now. So just taking in the sights before I head over to meet my friend. She's just getting ready. Don't actually know where we're meant to be meeting. I mean, look at that for a background. I mean, that is definitely going to be the thumbnail for this video, probably excluding me. Hold on, wrong way. There we are, that's the one. So yeah, I mean, I'm just down by the port again. I think I might check a little bit of a different route. I kind of know the streets a little better now. I mean, considering I walked back from the port earlier, all the way, the marina should I say, not port, back to the hotel without using my sat nav. I mean, that's quite good. And now I finally have a power bank on me as well. So we're back up and running if anything goes wrong, touch wood. So yeah, my head's full of wood clearly. Don't really know what to sort of say. I mean, obviously the views are just incredible. I mean, I just love the way everything just blends in with your modern, your modern and your old, that kind of sits well together. I mean, yeah, so like I said, I think I'm just taking a stroll, just gonna you know, put my legs to good use, burn off the calories from that burger, to be honest. Might actually go back to the park I was in earlier. I had a nice walk through there. It's a bit more breezy now as well because the sun has kind of like hidden behind quite a lot of the buildings, so that's nice. Just kind of like walking aimlessly at this point. Might just try and wing it and see where I end up. I think that's one of the things I enjoy though, to be honest, because like getting lost is fine. As long as you've got charge on your phone, getting lost is fine. I mean, it's only when you don't actually have a phone or a charger, like I've had a few issues over the last week or so, you sort of realise that getting lost is not really an option. And if it happens, which it has to me, especially in a car, you know, you have to make sure that you kind of can wing it enough just to find some bearings. Excuse me. So yeah, back on the main sort of street. I mean, it's just really busy, but you know what it is, it's so nice just to see people live normally again. I mean, what, so many countries, probably in Spain included, spent like the last 12 months in a situation where you were obviously on lockdowns, and COVID obviously has completely changed the form of travel. I mean, we're walking around with masks attached to us, whether it be on our arm, our face. Excuse me, I think some of the chicken bites are still trying to digest there. It's a bit, not really want to know that, guys. Yeah, but like I was saying, it's just so nice just to see. I mean, okay, yeah, there's a lot of masks and people look a bit different, and you may only get to see half of someone's face and you don't know if they're smiling and stuff, but it's just nice to see a form of normality. I mean, I work in a job back home, as some of you will know, where there was just so many rules and so many changes and constant lateral flow tests and stuff, and it's just nice to, you know, do a test before you come out. Obviously there's a few tests for when I get home and I have to isolate and stuff, but to be honest, for this experience, it's so worth it. And I just want to say to you guys that just go and do it. If you have the urge to travel, or you want to go and do something and it requires a bit of money going into tests or having to do a self-isolation on return, just do it, because it is such an amazing experience. I mean, the sun, I mean, ironically I'm burnt, but the sun on your back, you know, the cold drinks, you know, the vibes, the company. I mean, I haven't met loads of amazing people like some of my other trips, but I think I've probably not been so open just because of the fact I know I'm only here for a week, and getting like close to a lot of people could probably end up me catching COVID and being stuck here and isolating, which would cost more money. So obviously I'm trying to be a bit more understanding that isn't really an option for me. I think as this trip nears to an end, I'm just trying to be a bit more sensible, I suppose would be the way. But we'll see how that goes. I mean, last night I was a little bit more than drunk in the hotel. And was making friends left, right and centre. Shame I didn't have the content up and going sort of for that, because I'm sure that would have been a giggle for myself to review, never mind for the content of you guys. But yeah, so I think I was saying obviously about the travel, you know, like there's so many places. I mean, I haven't travelled that many places. I mean, my bucket list is as long as my arm. I think I'd go anywhere and do anything as long as I try. Whether I like it or not is another question entirely, but I think even if the fact that you do something and it doesn't go to plan doesn't mean you should let it deter you, or you live in the fear of not doing it because you might be scared or you don't want to. I mean, some of my family were concerned at the last minute of going on my own to this trip, being daunting and obviously a bit worried, and of course I understand that. And I've travelled before alone, as I've said, but like I say, I'm so glad I did it. I mean, my body will probably be really happy to get back to the English temperatures and be cool again, because I'm constantly hot at the moment with the sunburn. I mean, this t-shirt probably doesn't show it very well, but well, it does a little bit on my neck. But honestly, this morning I got up and had a shower. I looked in the mirror when I got out, and oh my god, I literally was lobstered. I find it quite humorous, but I suppose I should be a lot more careful with my skin. So I have got cream on and stuff in the day, and my arms are actually quite red, but I think they'll turn a bit brown. I'm hoping that my face will get sun-kissed, but here we are, another horse and carriage over the bush. I don't know if it's going to catch it very well, but yeah. So like I said earlier, those are around. You do see them doing laps. Wouldn't mind doing one myself, but I think it'd be a bit weird on the back of a horse by myself. The bus network here, I was on one earlier, so the major bus stations here, on the main sort of on the main street. Cali something, I think it's Cali de Avion or something, or Cali de Mallorca, where all the buses are. But they take you pretty much everywhere. You can get to the university, you can get out into Torremolinos. There's a few buses that run locally as well, so you can get across the city in different places. But yeah, the bus network's really good. Haven't got on the metro, just because obviously I'm trying to stay quite local, and obviously I have a car, so I just haven't needed to do that as of yet. But I mean, there's always tomorrow or just Friday to try that out and just put it into the experience bag. But I'm just looking at a building right now. I don't know what it is, but it looks incredible. Oh, it's the University of Malaga. Universidad de Malaga. So there we are. I try not to walk into people while I'm just shooting this. So, and it's just amazing building. I mean, look at that for behind. So yeah, lost my own trail of thought of what I was saying. But yeah, I think that's kind of it for now. Obviously, probably a lot of what I've said in this content will be snippety, because it's probably repetitive. But you know what? Like I say, I'm enjoying myself, and that's the main thing. You know, a lot of people were talking to me about the nightclub situation when I get home, and obviously having to, you know, be double jabbed and stuff. And I've had the first jab. A lot of people probably look at me and not agree. But it's not because I'm scared of the virus or any issues like that. I think it's more because if I have to travel, I have to have 2 jabs to travel, sorry, then that is what I'm going to do, unfortunately. If they come for me for a booster jab in the future, then we'll have another issue about that down the line. Another building I really like, so the Bank of España is in front of me, so I'll just show you that. So that there is the Bank of España. And there's a building there, just on the corner in front of me. Can't actually see what it is. I'm trying to work out what it is. There usually is a sign above the door to tell you what the actual building is. It's got a European flag, Spanish flag, so maybe it's a government building again. I might find out what it is in a second. I'm just trying to work out if it has a label above it. Sorry as well, I'm also trying to use the phone to see where my friend is. I don't think she's answered, so we're not in business for the moment. No, but that's the front of the building anyway. It's lovely. Don't know what it is, but oh, it's the City Hall. Okay, I knew we'd get there in the end and find the name. I just was looking for ages, couldn't find what it was called, but that is the City Hall of Malaga, so that looks pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, one of the things I really like as well is just like the amount of buildings that just look so nice. They look well maintained, clean, pristine. The colours all seem to flow. I mean, I'm sure someone was telling me before that I think it was Lanzarote, that all the hotels had to be painted white back in the 2000s to give that like slimline, clear, like a prosthetic look. So many hotels complained basically that they couldn't afford to do it. So I'm glad that's not happening now, because they probably really wouldn't be able to afford to do it. So up there's Alcazibra, just up the hill. Probably not the greatest shot. So I'm going to try and get up there tomorrow. Obviously I don't have to have any tests, so that's quite good. Gives me another hour or 2 of freedom. But again, just behind me, another green space. Look at this. I'm gonna go through that. I just need to find a way across without trampling on the greenery. But I mean, it looks amazing. I mean, don't get me wrong, in Birmingham we've got some really nice parks, green spaces, and in London, I mean, there's probably not as much as there should be, to be honest. But there are there, do you know what I mean? But here, it's just everywhere is green, and I love it. Like, it just feels like such a good quality of life. I found a cut through now. It took me a minute. I think I can cut through here. It's not a path, but it'll get the job done. So just to make sure I do a little look across the road so I don't get run over. So here we are. Here's the green space. We've got a guy shooting with a camera, so I'm gonna try and not get in that shot. although I could probably pull a better face. So let's have a little look. So here we are. I mean, look at that. I mean, just so green, it just looks so healthy. It's really nice. Like some of the places, like I've said before, where I've been, it just doesn't have that green, healthy, almost appeal look to it. I'm not sure if they're the right words. I'll probably look back at this and realise I'm not making any sense, and I'm probably just waffling. But I just love it. I just love taking strolls and obviously just relaxing and stuff sometimes, and just taking in the sights when it is just so pretty. I mean, you can't really moan when it looks so nice, and people just look happy and relaxed. You know, I mean, it just is incredible. I mean, I don't know what this is here. Is it like a little park or something, or a water feature? I'm not sure. I don't know. We're about to find out. I think it's a little skate park, isn't it? Or something. I'm not sure. We're gonna have a look. Do this together. It looks very blue, so we'll see if it has anything. So maybe it was a pool. I'm not sure. I think there's a water line in there, but I think it's empty. Yeah, or it's just being refurbished or rebuilt. There we are. I love the birds on the side there. So you just got like mountain background drops. So I mean, yeah, I wouldn't like to be climbing up that right now, I'll tell you that much. Not with all the food I've eaten. Oh, okay, that's pretty cool as well. So it's basically talking about Malaga, and it's got 2 famous quotes. So there we are. So that's pretty cool as well. Like I say, it just seems really nice. I mean, like, you know, you can't really feel down or upset when everywhere's just so peaceful and colourful and vibrant. I mean, I literally just stumbled upon this in front of you. Like, it's not like I knew this was here and I'm just trying to act all cool about it. I generally didn't know it was here. I mean, I might take a seat in a second because I am actually need to just relax my leg because I've got a bad leg. I caught it on something a couple of days ago and it's still a bit sore. So the logo says El Binganagro, Jaime Fernandez Pimentelli. So Jaime is how the Spanish say Jamie. So clearly this is me. I mean, posing with, I think it's mushrooms or meant to be flowers maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but clearly that is meant to be me. Spanish version of Jamie. Jaime, the mushroom man. So yeah, I mean, obviously, just like I say, just doing a bit of a walk, taking it in. I think the one thing that I'm not very happy with Malaga is parking. Like, it's quite cheap when you find like an actual parking garage. I mean, I found one when I came here a few nights ago, before I actually arrived here. But actually trying to find street parking that's actually, I think, free as far as I can see, is so hard to find. I mean, I spent hours trying to find it the other day, and in the end went to a parking garage. But yeah, I mean, look at this for a water feature. I mean, we've got a guy just in there as well, just having a chill and a clean. So, I mean, look at that, it's just incredible. I mean, it just looks so nice. I just keep saying the same words about how nice it looks, but I don't know, it's just well maintained. I mean, you've got like a little fountain there. I don't want to like shoot the couple behind because they're probably doing their thing. So yeah, I mean, it's just a different way of life, isn't it? I mean, a few of my friends have just already said to me about like, oh, you know, the way of life's different. Would you enjoy living here? And obviously there's plans in the works to maybe come back and live further north in Spain. Probably need to practice my Spanish more so I can be a bit more back to fluency, because you think you know it, and then you get to where you're like going and you start to try to speak it, and there's certain words come out of your mind, which isn't necessarily a bad thing because it just means there's always more to learn, which I think's a part of the, you know, experience. I don't think you should, if you know, you don't want to be a know-it-all or come across like that. So excuse me. And so yeah, I mean, that's a nice little walk. Still quite hot. I mean, I think the sunburn's just making my body temperature quite high, so I just feel warm all the time. I mean, the other day when I was up in the north, I was really cool and chilled. I mean, there wasn't even that much breeze up there because we wasn't actually very close to the sea. But the last 2 days, I think yesterday and today, I've just felt so warm consistently. It's just a joke. I'm trying to get run over now because there was a car coming. I'm going to try to get across back onto the main road. Like I said, I'm still trying to find my bearings a little bit. I kind of know where I am at the moment. I know my hotel's like back behind me that way. And obviously I came from down here on the corner earlier. So there's, let this taxi go past. So there, up there is the Alcazabra and all the monuments that go with it. So that's what I'm going to try and get to tomorrow. Hopefully I'm going to have a look online tonight, see if there's any next day tickets where you can just turn up and wait in a queue. Hopefully it's the latter, because I'm not a fan of buying tickets up front, because I've done it in the past for some things and then arrived somewhere and realised that you can actually probably get it a bit cheaper, so you just end up paying like the online admin price. So that's always the thing to kind of tell you guys as well, that just because you see something online and you think, oh great, get a ticket, it's organised, it's planned, doesn't always mean you're getting the best deal. So, you know, always try and find out, maybe ask the hotel or speak to someone who's local, see if they know any, like, you know, discounts or student cards. Luckily enough for me, I've still got my student card from my university, although I'm actually graduated. In hindsight, obviously I actually had the graduation in September, but we'll see. I mean, another monument on a roundabout, and I want to try and catch this, but there's that many cars in front, I don't know if I'm going to see it very well. But it's just different. I just like the way it is. We've got another horse and carriage. I'm probably going to capture this as well, so I'm probably going to get a 2 for 1 here, so I'm going to be laughing about that. So there is loads of cars, so probably not going to be the best shot, but in the middle of the roundabout there, there's got my fingernail in it. But yeah, so obviously that's pretty cool. And the horse and carriage is coming round now. There's a bus about to block it, maybe. Yeah, here we are. I'll grab the horse and carriage now. Harley Davidson. There we are, and the Porsche is about to block it. But there you are, that's a horse and carriage. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I'm not feeling to obviously get on one myself. There's another one on the left. I've completely missed that one as well. So I've lost my trail of thought. There was a kid just in the background shouting and kind of distracted me. I still managed to keep the talking going, but I just got absolutely distracted. Seems to keep happening, lapse of concentration. As I've got a fly trying to play catch with my arm, well, my mask. Well, I don't even know what it's trying to do, to be honest. So I'm gonna walk up here. Again, looks vaguely familiar, but in all honesty, it was Calais de Victoria, the way the main strip was. I knew I was right. So I've managed to remember one thing today, all in all. So I'm quite impressed with that. So yeah, I mean, that's the view up in front of us now. So, and then the park I've just come out of is on the left. So I'm just having to wait again for the crossing point. So, and there's loads of mopeds here, loads. Like you see quite a lot in major cities at home. But honestly, I haven't got that many in sight at the moment. Otherwise, I would spin the camera around and show you. But honestly, there is like a point somewhere, and I've seen it earlier, where there was honestly at least 500 of them just parked up on the side of the road. And in my head, I'm now kind of thinking, maybe I should have swapped the car on day 3 and got a moped. But clearly I didn't do that, so anyway, we move. I'm also looking at a staircase in front of me across the road that goes up, and I'm thinking, it's that steep, I'm not even going to do it. I'm going to go left. There we are, we're green to cross now. So like the little green man behind in front of those people obviously allows you to cross the road. So it's not that complicated to understand, to be honest. But obviously it's kind of good to make sure that you know, you keep your eyes on the little green or red man, so you don't get yourself knocked over. There we are. So another horse and carriage. I feel like I'm getting followed by them at this point, because they're bloody everywhere. But I mean, it is an experience, and I probably would do it if there was someone with me at this point. I'm on a road now where I don't actually think it's as commercial as I've been back there, so I might try and take a left at some point. Try and go back round, but otherwise it's back down the main road, and we go from there. So I mean, it can't be that hard. I mean, like I've said already, it's part of the experience. You've got to enjoy it. And lots of places here as well. I don't know if it's just because we're in a city. In the city, I just open so late. Like they'll have like a couple of hours siesta. Sorry. Siesta, and they'll be open till like 8, 9 at night. And some of these places, I mean, in England, close at 5, and they're open 5 days a week. So a lot of these are open 6, 7 days a week for long periods of time. So I mean, it's always good. I mean, if you need like a doctor's or a dentist, or I don't know, any form of healthcare, even some shops are open till like 9, 10 o'clock at night. So that's quite nice. Holiday apartments, grandma's house. Don't think my grandma's house looks like that, let's be honest. I mean, she has a nice house, FYI, but I don't really think she looks like that. Yeah, so we're walking down. I mean, the one thing I do want to try and find is a bar or a restaurant to have a drink in. It's just a lot of places I've been looking at are just really packed. I just wanted to find somewhere a little, not off the beaten track as such, but a little bit more quiet. Just somewhere where I can sit down, just relax for 20 minutes. So I mean, here it's 8:30 now on the evening. Pardon me. So it'd be nice to find somewhere where I can just sit down, have a drink, and obviously just relax. I am meant to be with my friend. She just said she's at home still, so I don't know if this is going to happen this evening. And unfortunately, I'm not around tomorrow. Well, I shouldn't be around unless something changes. So yeah, another thing is, I say there's so much, but pharmacies are open really late here as well, which is good. Because I know in the UK, I tried to get something a few months ago from a pharmacy and it shut 6 o'clock. Maybe it was just that particular pharmacy because I wasn't at home or near home. But yeah, I mean, I've seen them open till like 9, 10 o'clock at night here, so that's very helpful if you need, obviously, I don't know, aloe vera for being sunburnt or anything like that. Then that's pretty cool. Yeah, that's like a little house just in the back of the building. I should have looked at the one back there, but I didn't. That would have been quite cool. But yeah, so I think that's the thing. I like the little features, and sometimes just going away from where everything's happening, you find nice things. I mean, I'm just looking at the mountain behind here, and oh my god, if I was climbing that, I'd definitely be needing a few litres of water to get up that, but I'd be doing it well anyway. And the thing that keeps making me laugh as well, and I keep smiling, is people look at me when I'm recording the content sort of thing in the videos, and they just look at me like, what is he doing? Like, he's talking to a camera. And I'll be honest, the first couple of times I was doing it, it actually kind of put me off enough to kind of like stop recording or change like the topic, and didn't really understand how to balance the being stared at while recording. But you know what, I've kind of got used to it now. I kind of just smile, and if people give me an evil look or whatever, you just kind of get on with it. I know, to the point in letting it affect you. I mean, it's quite a busy road now, so I might not be heard for a minute. So I think I'm walking way out of the way here, to the point that I'm not going to be able to remember my way back. So that's going to be fun, I can assure you. So yeah, and behind me, it's just there, it's another one of the yellow post boxes. And I was right early with the name as well. Someone was speaking to me when I was at the hotel, and I heard them say it. Well, not speaking to me, speaking at the hotel, heard them say it, so I said yes, another one. So I'm not doing too bad. I keep forgetting some road names, but I mean, I am in a foreign city, so I'm not expected to remember every road name. I mean, I'm good, but I'm not excellent at these things. Like I say, you just wing it. So I mean, another beautiful building, but I think the tree line's going to block that one a little bit, maybe. Yeah, you'll get the top of it. I mean, it's still pretty at the top. So yeah, obviously, we're having another battery crisis. I think we may be cutting this this vlog short in due course, just because I think I'm running out of battery. So I think I'll stop recording in a minute, and when I do, I'll do a battery switch. I've only got 2 on me, unfortunately. The third one decided that it needed more charge than I was in the apartment for, so can't really moan in that sense, but it is a little bit annoying when you want to carry everything with you. That's why I've got the bag on my chest, just because it's easy to access everything then. I usually bring a couple of like handles, clips, assistances. Grand Hotel Malaga. That looks wicked, that was over there. The bus is going to block it, you can see it briefly. So yeah, I'm just trying to look down there. I might try and get across there. That looks wicked, but I need a set of lights. We got road men, like bibbing up women, so don't feel too far from home with these things. So you have to smile. I mean, they're really nice. I think it's Vauxhall or Sephira 4x4. But yeah, so obviously the battery crisis we're having is going to go on for a bit, but we'll figure that out as always. Oh, there's some steep stairs. They just look daunting to me, really daunting, but I don't mind in the grand scheme of things because I've got the spare. So we will make it happen. I feel like so much of this vlog's going to be distorted just because the bus is going past it in the background soon. And I keep forgetting to put the media mod on for the better sound quality. So I suppose these are lessons I'm learning as I'm vlogging, to be honest. I finally found a set of lights, so I just need to get to them and cross. Although I might be in luck of crossing right now without having to deal with waiting for the lights. So yeah, don't do what I'm just doing right now, and I'm going to cross and go back. I think there is a few places up there, but I think for now, I think I'm going to call it a day. I think I've walked about 5 miles away from where I started. That's a little bit darker and shadier, so that's quite nice. I just need to send a message, so you can just look at my red beard for a minute. So try and do this correctly. I might just pause you guys for a second and come back and add on.